Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to figure out if companies are truly hitting the gas or slamming on the brakes. Today we're diving into Faraday Future Intelligent Electric Inc. and something that I've just announced that has us raising an eyebrow. So Faraday Future, the company trying to make a splash in the electric vehicle market, has announced a pretty big move. They plan to spin off their crypto assets into their own separate company. This is a pretty interesting strategy, especially in today's market, and we need to see what it means for their core business. This report is dated September 12, 2025, detailing an announcement made on the very same day. Now let's get into what they're really telling us. Faraday Future's main thing is its Class A common stock. It's registered on the NASDAQ stock market under the ticker symbol FFAI. This is the core of their business, the actual shares people buy and sell representing ownership in the company. They also have these things called redeemable warrants. Think of these like options. People can use these warrants to buy shares of their common stock, but here's the kicker. The price to buy these shares is massively high at $110,400 per share. This is a really unusual and high exercise price, which makes you wonder about the specific terms and who holds these warrants. Now, Faraday Future is checking the box that says they are an emerging growth company. This means they are a relatively young company and can take advantage of certain rules to make financial reporting a bit easier. They've also not used the extended transition period for new accounting standards, which means they're playing by the newer, more current rules. The big news here is under other events. On September 12, 2025, Faraday Future announced their intention to spin off their crypto assets. This means they are taking whatever digital currency or related holdings they have and putting them into a brand new company that will also be traded on the stock market. Why would they do this? Well, sometimes companies do this to unlock value they believe isn't being recognized in the current company structure. Perhaps they think the crypto side of their business has the potential to grow independently and deserves its own spotlight. Or maybe this is a way to raise capital without diluting the core automotive business too much. It could also be a strategy to shed a potentially volatile asset from the main company's books, making the core automotive business look more stable. For maybe this is a way to raise capital without diluting the core automotive business. Too much, it could also be a strategy to shed a potentially volatile asset from the main company's books, making the core automotive business look more stable for investors. It's important to note that this announcement is being furnished, not filed, under a specific section of the Securities Exchange Act. This means it's more of an informational filing and doesn't carry the same legal weight as a fully filed document in terms of liabilities. Think of it as a heads up. The actual details of the spin-off will likely be in the press release, which is Exhibit 99.1. Without seeing that press release, we're working with a general announcement. A spin-off is a significant corporate action. For Faraday Future, moving their crypto assets into a separate entity could be a way to focus investor attention on their electric vehicle ambitions while giving the crypto side its own path. We need to watch closely to see how this plays out and what the financial implications are for both the original company and the new crypto venture. The report is signed by Koti Meka, who is the Chief Financial Officer. This tells us that this strategic decision has been reviewed and approved at the highest financial levels within the company. Overall, Faraday Future's announcement to spin off its crypto assets is a bold move. It signals a potential restructuring aimed at either isolating a high-growth but volatile business segment, or perhaps raising funds and focus for its core automotive operations. The extremely high exercise price on their warrants is also a curious detail that suggests a very specific and perhaps limited group of warrant holders. We'll need to see the follow-up announcements and the details of the spin-off, especially the financial structure of the new entity, to truly understand the impact of this decision. Is this a smart diversification or a distraction from their primary goal of building and selling electric cars? The market's reaction will tell us a lot. Now, looking at this from a broader perspective, Faraday Future has been trying to establish itself in a very competitive EV market. A move like this into crypto could either be a sign of strength, showing they have diverse assets to leverage, or it could be a sign of strength, showing to find new avenues of value when the core business might be facing challenges. It's a gamble for sure, and one that investors will be watching very, very closely. What's your take on this crypto spin-off from Faraday Future? Do you think it's a smart move or a risky distraction? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more decoding of these important corporate filings. Don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for even more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.